Hi, welcome students. Today we are discussing the outbreeding devices. Most of the flowering plants have hermaphrodite flowers. Hermaphrodite flowers are those flowers which have the male and female sex organs together in a single flower. These flowers, when produce the pollen grains are likely to come in contact with the stigma of the same flower. So the continued self pollination is resulted, and this ultimately brings about inbreeding depression. What you have studied previously in the Mendel's law. Flowering plants have often developed many devices to discourage this self pollination because the self pollination causes inbreeding depression, and inbreeding depression has some drawbacks that is likely to come in the long run. That's why the cross pollination has to be encouraged. In some of the species, pollen release and stigma receptivity are not synchronized. That is, both the events are not taking place at the same time. Either the pollen is released before the stigma becomes receptive, or stigma becomes receptive much before the pollen is released. In some other species, the anther and stigma are placed at different positions so that the pollen cannot come in contact with the stigma of the same flower. Both these devices prevent autogamy. The third device to prevent inbreeding is self incompatibility. It so happens that the pollen grain, which is getting released from the anther, reaches to the stigma of the same flower, but the stigma uh, f- takes it as incompatible pollen. This incompatible pollen does not germinate there, and it is wasted, and thus the self pollination or the autogamy is prevented or discouraged. In such cases, the pollen grain produced in a flower is somehow or other transported to some other flower, uh, which takes the pollen grain from the foreign plant as a compatible one, and there on the stigma of the foreign flower, this pollen grain is germinated and pollination is accomplished. So these are some of the devices that has been developed naturally by the plants, and it encourages cross pollination rather than self pollination. In several species such as papaya, the male and female flowers are present on different plant. That is, each plant is either male or female. This condition prevents both autogamy and geitonogamy. It is the condition that promotes xenogamy. Pollen pistil interaction is one another important topic that you have to discuss here. The pollination does not guarantee the transfer of right type of pollen, that is the compatible pollen. Often pollen of wrong type, either from the species or from the same plant, also land on the stigma, and pistil has the ability to recognize the pollen whether it is of right type, that is the compatible, or it is the incompatible. If it is of the right type of right type of pollen, the pistil accepts the pollen and promotes self pollination, post pollination events leading to fertilization. If the pollen is wrong type, the pistil rejects the pollen by preventing the pollen germination on the stigma and pollen tube growth in the style. The ability of the pistil to recognize pollen, followed by its acceptance and rejection, is the result of continuous dialogue between the pollen grain and the pistil. This dialogue is mediated. This dialogue is mediated by chemical component of the pollen interacting with those of the pistil. It is Only in recent years that botanists have been able to identify some of the pollen and pistil. Here in the diagram you can see the embryo sac has been shown here, and the above three diagram, the last one is showing the stigma with pollen grain, which is these pollen grains are germinating on the flat stage of the stigma, and the pollen tube is finding its way through the style and entering into the ovule. So these all events are possible only if the compatible type of pollen is recognized by the stigma of the flower, then only the germination of the pollen grain is ensured. And this acceptance of pollen grain by the stigma is possible for the compatible pollen grain. And the compatible pollen grain might not be of the same flower, it might be from the another foreign flower. As mentioned above, the compatible pollen grains undergo pollinate the stigma of the flower to produce the pollen tube through one of the germ pore that we have discussed earlier, that the germ pore is located on the surface of the pollen grain. The content of the pollen grain move into the pollen tube. Pollen tube grows through the tissue of the stigma and style and reaches the ovary, what you have seen in the diagram. At the micropilar end, where the pollen tube takes entry inside the embryo sac, there is a filiform apparatus, and this filiform apparatus help in dissolving the pollen tube. Once the pollen tube is the tip of the pollen tube is dissolved, the male gametes present inside is released. This pollen male gamete fuses, one of the male gamete fuses with the egg cell, and the other one is fusing with the secondary nucleus. The egg cell fusion of male gamete with the egg cell results into formation of zygote, whereas the fusion of male gamete with the secondary nuclei is forming the endosperm. That's all in this video. Thank you.